You guys been running this sphere for a while, bro. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. There's a new sheriff in town, man. It's not Jake Paul and Logan Paul. It's not, One Direction. None of them are the top G's anymore, buddy. There's a man by the name of Andrew Tate.
God damn it.
The mayor of these parts. And by parts, I mean this spinning rock that we all reside on.
Fuck. Okay. Sorry about this, but I have a new show coming out, a sports show, and it's right next door to Impulsive, weekly sports show. I've told you about this. It's called BS with Jake Paul. By the time this is out, the first episode will drop. So go and watch it. And I want to go more in depth about me versus Andrew Tate.
Wow.
But here we are. So we could talk about that side note announcement. And please go watch the episode.
Hold on a second. What you mean you versus Andrew Tate? Because
I'm not saying a fight. I'm saying like our back and forth. He talks shit about me and like says he wants to beat my ass or can beat my ass and all this stuff.
I think there's a better fight to make. I'm not saying you even want that fight, but just for him to hear. I think you're focused on boxing boxers, people that are in the space that you reside.
Jake,
in.
I know he's been talking shit about you, bro.
Yeah.
But with your blessing, can I beat the shit out of Andrew fucking Tate?
100%. 100%.
Will you let me do that for you?
100%. Yeah. I don't think he would fight us.
Come on, he's the top G.
Nah.
Come on, he's the top G.
Nah, I don't think he would fight us.
Come on. Isn't he like a 4-time kickboxing world champ or something? You would know, fanboy. You even cut your hair like him.
Can you stop? I told you to make the stop.
Hey, he followed Mike on Instagram today.
He tripped. Oh my God, guys, come here, everybody. David, roll, David.
Can you please save me on this one? Just say, I don't ever ask that you say that you're joking.
All right. Not only Mike, I think we are all, including the world right now, enthralled by what the fuck is happening with Andrew Tate.
Yes.
If you do not know, Andrew Tate is the bald guy, kind of looks like a penis from the neck up.
The earthworm from SpongeBob.
The Alaskan bullworm.
Yeah, the Alaskan bullworm.
He's the guy who talks. I mean, his takes are hot. He has a lot of misogynistic, real sexist takes that some people actually see the validity in. Because some things he says, maybe not the so misogynistic parts of it, but regarding like he's like a free state.
He trolls.
Sometimes
he mixes in with his beliefs with trolling, so you never know when he's actually being serious.
Well, some people think yes, correct, and some people think he's always trolling. Some people don't think he's trolling at all. He has thoughts that are sometimes based in personal experience, sometimes based in opinion, sometimes based on facts that he can or can't prove. He's had some major battles over the past 2 weeks because he's been doing the podcast circuit. So he went up against, I think Portnoy did a relatively good job with him, and I think Hassan did a very good job with him by debating him using facts and statistics. And can
you say what some of his takes are?
Yeah, I mean, he has takes on women driving, and he has any accident he's ever been involved in has been in a car driven by a woman. So in his personal experience, women are not as safe a drivers as men. And while that is true for his personal experience, statistically, given the empirical evidence that is presented by the insurance industry and every other statistical study, that isn't the case.
What else though?
So he had a major battle with Dave Portnoy on IQ and how men fall to based on the bell curve to the sides of the IQ levels. So men are the stupidest and the smartest people on earth, and as another way to push men up as the authoritarian and uber intelligent alpha species or gender. He said that the smartest people are men. Dave Portnoy found a study that stated that the smartest person in the world was in fact a woman. And what he does is, generally speaking, he then retreats using the idea that since the world lied about COVID, we cannot trust empirical evidence on the internet, which Hassan brought up and said, listen, what you're saying right now is that not trusting empirical evidence in your belief, would have devaluated and made all of the scientific discovery and achievement that we've had on this planet completely impossible, because all of it was based on empirical evidence, data collection, statistical analysis. So none of it would have literally none of it would have happened.
I was amused by him. I think a lot of people are. He's developed
For sure.
a really impressive,
Great salesman.
Women,
and he
Yeah.
can
women
speak
don't
his,
like listening to
his street.
Some women do. Some women do like
Really?
him.
Yes.
Yeah.
My girlfriend doesn't have a problem with anybody. Nobody. But she hears his voice, she goes, please turn that off.
That's exactly what he wants.
And,
So he's playing everyone like a fiddle.
Well, that's why I'm not overly pissed because
No,
so
because people
as-
don't understand that they're sheep. Again, goes back to earlier.
But here's the
They're
issue.
giving him exactly what he wants,
I
and he's
said
sitting there smiling, making
money,
millions of dollars.
Do you
And
know how
people
he's
just
making
can't
it? Do you know-
stop.
do you know
People
how?
just can't stop. Yeah, he has like these courses that he sells.
It's a fucking pyramid scheme, bro. It is like a picture perfect pyramid scheme. What's it called? Like the
Hustlers
Hustler.
Academy.
I just want to
It's the
say though,
Academy.
just so I could have some peace of it. Like, so he followed me last week. Can you see this on? Can you see this? So he followed me up until last week. I just seen that this is a follow, but he was a fanboy. Look at this message. It says accept message request from Andrew Tate.
Well, what if it was like,
And-
yo, bitch, like when I see you in
no, but then
Romania-
why would he unsend it? He unsent it, but it still shows that he tried to send me a message at some point, and he called me out like 2 years ago. And I remember seeing it. I was just like, swipe up, like, okay, who the fuck is this guy? Like, don't care. That was when everyone was calling me out. And then some interviewer recently asked, like, do you know who, or would you fight Andrew Tate? And that's when I seen this guy like starting to fucking pop up over the internet. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's Andrew Tate. But what I'm saying is that Andrew, if my brother doesn't fuck you up, I will. And it has to go down. But I don't think he gets in the ring with one of us. I think it's too big of a risk for him. And
No, for what? Why?
I mean, because he's alpha male, right?
Top
That's his
G.
whole entire thing.
Oh.
And when he
Ooh.
loses, he will lose to one of us, either one of us that he fights. He will lose in his whole shtick, and all the women will be like, "Yeah," and like his whole shtick goes out the window.
when I'm shopping the idea around to my advisors, they're concerned that he won't be as poppin' as he is right now, or as relevant in December or January, which is
I think he's got runway. I think he's got a little bit of runway. I'm not saying he's
So
gonna be like
But for how long? Because when the holes are poked in his theories, which they're being right, he went on a little press run. He got super famous super quick, but when the holes are poked and he does get humanized in a way where he looks like a fucking idiot, the shtick isn't as appealing.
that's never been enough. That's happened to a lot of politicians. That's happened to a
But
lot
what
of
does he do
a
now?
lot
He
of
just
people.
keeps just saying shit?
Yes, because listen, here beyond the stuff that can be disproven by statistical analysis or empirical evidence, he has opinions that don't need to be
Bro,
backed.
stop
by
saying
fact.
empirical
No,
like
listen,
you know
okay,
something.
fine, stop. He has opinions that don't need to be backed by facts instead of empirical evidence. That don't need to be backed by facts. Here's the fucked up and funny thing about it. Andrew Tate is actually a product of the people that hate him the most. Let me say that again. Andrew Tate is a product of the people who hate him the most. He was birthed because the left and the way that things have been swinging because of woke and social media and the way things have been moving for the past several years have swung so far left and so far woke, and people are so tired of being force-fed the idea of rights for pregnant men, which is something that men who get pregnant deserve rights. Like, that's one of the things that people are really screaming about right now. He's one of the people that is going to swing the counterbalance back, because there's a classic Isaac Newton statement. For every action,
There is a reaction.
there is an equal and opposite reaction.
God damn it.
So when people push one way, there's going to be somebody on the other side saying, yo, guess what? I don't think women should be driving. The shit goes like this, boys. There's a lot of boys in this room. I was thinking, that's crazy. Andrew Tate would love this
Yeah,
shit.
but Dave's sitting like a girl, and Milton's caulking the wall. My
Yeah, what's
boxing
going
coach
on
is-
right now?
Caleb,
But-
just do a quick 180.
But
Just keep talking, Mike.
Yeah.
Dave's, my boxing coach caulking a wall.
But do you understand how funny that is? Like all of these things are actually a product of the side that's trying to fight against it just as hard.
It is interesting.
It swings like this. And right now, you're starting to see the swing back and people saying, yo, we don't want any more woke bullshit. We're gonna bring us back to 1940. Fuck this shit. Men all go.
I just
George.
think it's funny that
I love when people get upset at him. I'm not saying I side with them. I don't like. I just love watching people bicker about shit
It's
to me that doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's entertainment.
amusing.
Bro, watching like the way he talks to people, I don't ever watch shit online. I try not to. I try to like, go to the picnic and fucking have time with my girlfriend or shit like that. But I clicked on one of his shit, bro. Fucking 50 hours down the drain. I go, what the fuck just happened? It was a blink, bro.
50 hours, you say, huh?
50
So you're the
minutes.
real fanboy.
50 minutes.
Well, you said 50 hours, so
Oh, my
that's
bad.
two. That's
2 days
My
straight.
bad. Is there one time I can mess up with
Nope,
none of you
won't
guys
catch
just
it.
Don't think so.
gang banging me from both fucking ends?
Well, that also isn't quite true. Because do you know what a gangbang is?
No, I don't. Now what?
It could too classify as a gangbang.
Yeah.
No, it's not enough, right? I should know that.
Oh, I didn't know I messed it up. Oh, okay, my bad.
I'm being a dick, bro. I'm sorry. You know I love you.
No, I don't know. You yell at me all the time.
knocked
He
out-
actually
you knocked
said
out that guy
he
today,
oh yeah, Jake's sparring partner went down hard.
And why
today,
did you
bro.
do that? Why did you do that?
bro, you're the problem. You're the problem.
Why did you? No, but how did you do that?
I listened to what you were saying.
Because I love you.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, no, Jake's sparring partner went
No,
up to me
shut the
today,
fuck up.
and he was just
Bro,
like, "Bro, let's
shut
go."
up.
And
Because
I-
media's
No,
gonna
you're-
run with
yeah,
this.
you're
So wait,
so-
do you
bro,
want to
shut up.
do you want to tie
You're
that off?
literally
or
a
it's
part of
over?
the problem. Keep the friendly shit off the podcast.
I didn't bring it up.
No, but like it's just
But also, nobody. nobody
Jake.
he thinks
He texted Jeff that he texted Jeff in writing. When Jeff said, "Who is that?" He said, "Jake's sparring partner."
bro.
But in my defense,
fucking,
bro,
you're
I-
a dumbass.
I tell jokes,
yeah, exactly. He's the problem.
and you are the problem child. Like, let's work together, man. We'll solve something together, bro. Like,
Yeah, I mean, how you want to tie it up? I don't really give a
No,
fuck.
I don't know. No, I
We're
the
just getting
topic-
warmed up.
No, I'm talking
No,
about
no,
the
not
last
the
topic.
podcast.
The
Oh.
last topic. That we're
Just
on.
the tape. Just the tape.
by the way,
Oh, I just think it's funny that the top G is a fanboy, and he runs with this whole thing like, "What color is your Bugatti?" Andrew, like, it's not cool to tell kids that they need a Bugatti to be cool. My Bugatti that I have is in a Morgan Stanley bank account, compounding interest and hundreds of millions of dollars. So that's cooler than having a fucking Bugatti.
Goddamn, save your money, kids.
that one. I
Saving your
agree
money
with.
is way better.
Cars are definitely depreciating assets. that's for sure.
Materialistic shit. It's cool,
Well, also,
but that's his whole brand
But
identity.
So that's
listen,
what I'm
yeah.
asking. What his
it's
what,
it's not good. It's not good. And all these little fanboys and kids are gonna fucking freak out, and they think he's God. He has like a cult like following, and they're gonna find in their lives, if they follow his advice, that they're gonna be met with a ton of shit.
well, the biggest part of it that rubs me the wrong way, and I like save everything else that could be argued or whatever, is like humility, dude. There is nothing less cool than talking about yourself and what you have. Like, dude, if you got it, you just got it. It's just the fact of the matter. Like, and I think he's training these kids, because I would assume that the majority of his audience are kids, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's a TikTok audience, 10 to 18.
It's virgins, kids who are virgins who think by watching him they will get laid. That's who his audience is.
But I think he's training them to not get laid, and that's the problem.
Exactly.
Like, I want them to get laid,
They're
but they're
pissed off at girls because they've never gotten laid, and they think by being this alpha male and copying this douchebag who wears giant fucking aviators indoors on his fucking podcast, they think that's gonna get him some pussy. Like, no, Andrew Tate's fans are all virgins. And they're watching him to try to get laid, but they're gonna get spit on and slapped by a girl. That's what's gonna happen.
If you talk the way, yeah. If you talk, I mean, some of the takes are tough, dude. Like if you date a girl,
most of them
hey,
are
bro,
fucking tough.
If you date a girl that does OnlyFans, you're entitled to a percentage of her income. Like, come on, dude. Like, how could you even?
actually, I agree with that one.
That's the no. I mean, come on, bro. Like, why can't you just like if you date a girl who does OnlyFans?
Well, then I'll be like,
You're
how much
such
money
a
is she
dick.
making, bro? Like,
You are such a dick.
bro, you gotta realize that, like, I'm here for no value.